DeAndre Swift is out. Saquon Barkley is in. Welcome in, quick hitters. Welcome in, Goodymo short crew. This is a quick hit spotlight. Season 2, episode 7. We haven't done one of these in a long time. But you know when a big name or household name is going to the Eagles, we got to get it covered. But the first thing I thought about when I heard Saquon Barkley was going to the Eagles is, man, I wish the Texans could have got him. That would have been a good fit for the Texans. I was thinking that the whole time. I said, if Texans got an opportunity to get him, man, complete that team all the way. New signings they just got on that defensive side of the ball, adding him with C.J. Stroud, real tough, would have been a big pickup for him. But the Eagles will be gladly to have him. I only have two concerns though. Obviously one of them is his health. Number two, are the Eagles actually going to run this guy the right way? Are they going to give him the ball? Because history has shown Philadelphia is not a running team. They've been a passing team for decades. So are they going to honor this guy, give him the touches that he needs, at least 25 to 30 carries, if his health and nutrition is in order? If that's the case, then they'll have a balanced offense. It will help out A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. It will help out Goddard. And it would definitely help out Jalen Hurts. It will balance this offense out where you're not pass heavy and you have some ball control. And I look at this guy sort of like he's like a poor man Christian McCaffrey. He can do it all. He can run. He can catch it. His agility, his speed, his power. He got all the attributes kind of like a Christian McCaffrey, just a poor man version. But if he stays healthy, it's going to be a big pickup for the Eagles. I'm excited about it. He's just not the Eagles' savior in my opinion. Eagles got a lot of inside stuff that's going on even from last year. I think it was a passion thing. I don't know if they had a motor that wasn't running, but they had the talent there. We all know they had the talent to do what they needed to do last season and came up short early exit. So Sirianni is coming back this season, and that kind of just shows, I mean, if he would have left, he would have left. That was my opinion on it. But that just shows you how Jeffrey Lurie, Howie Roseman, how they're loyal. They're a loyal organization. He had one bad half of a season up to this point. So you know what they said? We're going to see if he can get himself out of his own mess. No, we're not going to get rid of him. We're not going to fire him. He's been doing well up to this point. No Super Bowls, but he's been having some winning seasons. He's been having us in the hunt. So you could say the cheese slid off the cracker, so to speak. Or it got replaced with peanut butter. Either way, it didn't taste good. So hopefully they come in the next season, fully loaded, newly inspired, got some added additions, not only with Saquon Barkley, patching up that defensive side as well. Let me get my specs. Bryce Huff, former Jets. He's a big pickup. They got the Saints linebacker as well. Zach Bond, Landon Dickerson. They signed him to a 4-year extension. Makes him the highest paid guard in the NFL. So they're making some moves. They're showing up this offense and they're showing up some defense. So coming in the next season, they should be more equipped of what they got to do. But the question is, are they going to be inspired? They had all the talent they needed last season. I'm going to keep saying that. That defense was full of playmakers and household names. They just couldn't get the job done. They were stuck in mud. I don't know what was going on in that locker room, but like I said, they were not inspired. Didn't look like a football team at the halfway mark. Came out of the gates real good. But it doesn't mean anything if you can't finish. So Sirianni is on the hot seat coming in this season. You got to find a way to get some kind of newfound juice out of these guys. You got the guys there who's been there. You got the vets mixed in with the young guys. You got the talent. You got the speed. You got the agility. You got the power. Should be no question. Now, Saquon Barkley is going to be a big addition, but he has to stay healthy. He probably tell you all day long he feels good. He feels greater than he ever felt. But until you put those cleats on and get out there and get banged around a little bit, pause, you really don't know. So I'm hoping the Eagles have him all season long just to get a good look at what's going to happen. But you got to get him the touches. You don't have to just run him every time. You know, he can catch out of the backfield, mix him in, but he needs to touch the ball 85, 90% of your offense, in my opinion. If he's healthy, like you think he's healthy. If he's not healthy and you worry about getting him dinged up, then maybe not. Pat him along the way. But if he's fully healthy and he's ready to go, 25, 30 carries. But far as touches, I'm thinking 45 to 50 touches a game. That shouldn't be hard to ask for with a household name running back. So the Eagles got it from the New York Giants. Rival New York Giants. Couldn't hold this guy down. So let's get into this article real quick. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this pickup. Saquon Barkley going to the Eagles. Do you think this seals the deal for the Eagles? This all the missing piece they needed to go ahead and win the Super Bowl? Or y'all think it's just going to be another season where they don't know how to use their talent and it's just going to go down in the dumps? It's going to be an early exit like last year. Will he make the difference? Former New York Giants running back Saquon Barkley reached an agreement with the Philadelphia Eagles on a 3-year, $37.7 million contract that could be worth up to $46.7 million and includes $26 million fully guaranteed at signing. Barkley now beats the franchise tag number and has a maximum average per year salary of $15.8 million, which would be second highest for a running back in NFL history. And I wouldn't have no problem with that. Long as he's healthy, he's worth the money. Let's not kid ourselves. Saquon Barkley is probably a top 5 running back in the league when he's healthy. The guy has a very great impact. Go to the house anytime he touches it. He can get 100 yards each game, long as you're giving him the touches. He can get over 100 yards a game. The 2-time Pro Bowl running back rushed for 962 yards and 6 touchdowns for the Giants last season, missing 3 games with a high ankle sprain suffered in Week 2 win over the Arizona Cardinals. Barkley, 27, played last season on an adjusted franchise tag that netted him $10.1 million after the two sides failed to reach an agreement on a long-term deal. And that's what happened last season. He was sitting out a while and then they worked up something to bring him back. They knew they had to get him last season, which it went for all or nothing. They didn't do anything. But that's just to show you how they didn't value this guy, and eventually they're just going to have to move on from him. And that day has come, and the Eagles got him in their backfield. It's simple as that. They didn't want to pay this guy. They didn't value him. And then you can look at it and say, well, you can't really blame him. If he was fully healthy and never got hurt, he'd probably still be a New York Giant. But when running backs start getting injured, leg injuries, all this stuff start coming up, and he's only 27 years old. It's not like he's an old back. Now, when he hits 30, you're going to start questioning him a little bit. Okay, now, he's old, he's up there, he's getting dinged and nicked up too much. It's going to be hard for him to find a job and get a big deal. But right now, he's 27. That's not bad. You can get good 3-4 solid years out of him, and that's why the Eagles signed him to a 3-year deal. Right at that 27-yard mark, he'll be 30 years old. See what we're going to do after that. Is he going to stay healthy through that period of time? Is he going to fall off? They're going to find out in 3 years. So that 3-year deal was right there at the brink where you want to see it. The Giants eventually elected against using the tag again this year at $12.1 million, which allowed him to hit free agency. He had repeatedly expressed his desire to be a Giant for life, but Barkley turned down an offer last season that would have guaranteed him approximately $23 million. There you have it. Couldn't reach no agreement. Pretty much at that time, he's sour. They're both sour on both sides. Best thing for him to do is move on. Now, if the Texans would have got him, I'd have been like, perfecto. Exactly what they needed. When the last time the Texans had a quality running back that you can say, oh yeah, this guy's coming in with 100 yards a game or better. Just give him the touches. Household name, what we've been waiting for. They haven't seen it in a long time. What you gonna say, Arian Foster? That was the last one. And that's kind of, But I like Arian Foster. He's a good guy. He ran real good for the Texans. But if Arian Foster is the best you can do for the last few decades, you're yearning for one.
is a yearning for ya.
And Barkley, he could have fulfilled that. Like I said, if healthy. It's always going to be a question mark with him. Can he stay healthy? Because if he can, the Eagles got a jewel. But they got to get out of their own way first. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this pickup for the Eagles. Saquon Barkley, now a Philadelphia Eagle. Fly, Eagles, fly. But like I said, you got to use him the right way. I'm all in on it. Just don't have this guy running around like Chip Kelly had DeMarco Murray that one year. Is that his name? DeMarco Murray got him running horizontally instead of vertically.
Oh, that's not good.
No, you don't want to do that with this guy. You got a jewel, use him the right way to make diamonds. This G.S.Q.H, Goodymo Sports Quick Hits. We getting up out of here, but it is Weary Wednesday. Some people will say hump day, but it's in the middle. And when you're at the middle, that means you're close to the end. We out of here. Thanks for y'all time. Peace.